Good morning, traders. Just starting a little trading day here. It's Wednesday, October 29th, 2014. Coming in late today. Just taking my first trade here. Seeing if I got the code right. Okay, I'll come back shortly to update you on the progression and, of course, the outcome of this trade. But I'm just looking to see if I've got a 20-tick trade here. I think maybe I do, but we'll see. We'll see. It might stay tight here, or it might break loose and start coming down now. Or it may get tight, but we'll see. Every day is different. Every trade is different. I will be back shortly. But just for the record, this is code 1. I'm using code 1 right now, and just taking a short entry off of code 1, and we'll see what this thing wants to do. If it wants to give me 20 ticks or what. I'll wait for it to get about 10 ticks ahead, and then I'll put a break-even stop on it, let it go. Okay, it's moving down here. I'm going to prepare a break-even stop at 82.59. $82.59. Where's it at? Okay, I'll place it now. Okay, break-even stop's in place. I'm just going to let it go now. It's either going to hit the exit or it won't. Taking a look at the code. Yeah, I'm just going to let it go. I'll come back. It's either going to come all the way back up and hit the break-even, or it'll go down and hit the exit. One of the two. But this is the way I like to play, because now I can't lose, and I'm either going to hit my exit, which the code accounts for, or I'm not. I'm not going to get out here. I'm not going to get scared. This is how I do it. Each trade is like this, pretty much. Sometimes if it's running really tight and it goes really close, like where did it just go to? 42, and I'm at 40. That's 2 ticks again. Remember yesterday I missed it by 2 ticks as well? Well, I mean, on times when it gets really tight like that, you're going to see me struggle a bit like that. But in other times when it's moving, I'll hit the exits every time, just about. So it's hard to account for either one. You have to just play one way, pretty much. Unless you keep seeing it go like 2 ticks away, 2 ticks away, 2 ticks away, then you could just start following the pattern, I mean, just like yesterday, it went 2 ticks. Might do the same thing again, That's why trading can be frustrating. You have to be able to deal with it, not let it get to you. Every day is different. Some days really easy, some days hard, some days in the middle. Every day is different. But the way that I play is basically the same each time. And just go through the struggle and go through the easy part too. Oh, there it goes. It wants to drop down now. Is it going to go hit my exit at 40? Come on. Go, go, go. Let me take a look at the code. Yeah, it looks like I could go for a lot more right here. It looks like it's going to give a short entry. I could go for more. I'm just going to take the 20 to keep the math high. I'll take another entry using the code. One trade at a time. Come on, go down. There it goes. That was a short. It should go down here, no problem. 1 tick away from my exit. I'm stubborn. I'm gonna hold it out there. Let's wait until it gets down. It's gotta take the there it goes. Okay. So first trade successful using the code. You just gotta know what the code is, of course. It's the name of the game. Know what the code is, get every trade right. Get the code wrong, well, you can flip a coin too if you want. But if you know the code, you get the code right, you're going to get virtually almost every trade right. So I know what the code is, and I can take a few more entries, and we'll play the 1 trade per day strategy today. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I have taken another entry, another code entry to go along. And now we'll see if I'm right here. It's a little bit risky of a trade, but when it breaks, it'll take off. I probably could have waited for it to break. Okay, I'll come back. It's shooting up here. See what I mean? Just boom, it just shoots up. And make sure my exit's set right. 6. Okay. Taking a look at the code. We should be good to go here. Okay, I'll come back. It should be able to make it pretty... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll come right back. I am going to put a break-even stop on it. We'll put it on 82.58 on the stop. 82.58. Looking at the code. Where are we at? Yeah, we look good. We look good here. I'm going to go ahead and place the stop. 82.58. Okay, stop is in place. Okay, so I can't lose on the trade, and I'm just going to let it go. It'll either make it or it won't. No, 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 don't come back down and break me even. No, no, no. When you know the code and you can just take good entries over and over and over again, it just becomes, a lot easier. A lot easier. From trade to trade, you stop caring so much. It just becomes a long-term thing. Whereas when you first start off, you want to win every trade and you get nervous. When you break even, it's like, oh no, and all this stuff. But after a while, no big deal. Okay, so I'm going to come back. I'm not going to play games with this trade, though. It's either going to continue to go up here and just go break and go higher, or it's going to come back down and break me even. I won't play games with it. Play it kind of a little conservative. Nothing wrong with playing like that. Okay, I'll come back shortly, and I'll show you the progression and or outcome of this trade. The trading, a lot lately has been a bit choppy. And then it'll make a move, and it gets choppy again. But the code will find your way and make money from it, and keep you from losing money at the same time. Like for instance, this trade, I've got a chance to hit 20 ticks right here, but I can't lose. How do you like the math on that? That's good math. You can win 20, can't lose anything. And that's what the code entries can do for you. Give you a good entry where you can break even, and then you can also win. You can take those over and over and over again. Okay, I'll come back. So it's going for the break here. Let's see, looking at the code. Should be able to hit it, no problem. Should be able to hit it. We're at 77? Yeah, should be able to hit it. Oh, man. Choppy. Chop, chop, chop. Chop up, chop down. Chop up, chop down. Chop, chop, chop. I got an extra tick here. I figure if it comes down now, I can just go ahead and take 2. Instead of just 1. 73, and my exit's at 77, 4 ticks away. Sheesh. Come on. Get up there. Chop, chop, chop. This thing's so choppy. And it's trading, Just wants to chop up and down. Instead of just making like, nice move up and then move up. Just wants to chop. So, but that's what the break-even stop is for and the exit's for. It's all controlled now. I have to do nothing. I could just walk away. And it'll all take care of itself. Whichever way it makes it first. But it does suck that it's so tight like it is, that, you know, it's getting hard. It's hard to hit the exits. It can be, you know, just comes so close, like 4 ticks away. Luckily I hit the last one, but it came 2 ticks away at first. Anyway, but either way, you're going to see me play it the same way every time. I'm going to go for it. Trying to hit the exits. The only way to hit them is to go for them. At the same time, playing break even. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, went to 73 again. If it doesn't break here, I might just get out. Come on, go up and break. Come on. No, you want to do it. As soon as it breaks, it'll go hit the exit. Okay, I might get out here if it doesn't break here real soon. Let me pause the video and let me watch it. Okay, it's trying to go here. It's trying to go. Come on, break. Man, this thing is just so choppy, you know, and it's trading in motion and everything. All it has to do is just break one time and it's going to go up and hit the exit, no problem. One time. Can we get a break here? Otherwise, I'm just going to have to exit. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, I'm going to try to get out here. Oh, brother. What did it come to? It came 4 ticks away from my exit, and I can't get the exit. What's it doing here? That's a bummer. I'm just going to take it. That's a real bummer. I mean, you know, it's so tight. It just doesn't want to make it to the exits. Well, what can you do? Not much you can do about it, right? Just take what the market gives to you. Just a bummer that it can't make it to the exit. I mean, usually it always can. What it is it's by the time I'm coming online here, it's slowing down. Now it doesn't always do this. You know, a lot of times it'll be good during this time, but just the last few days, it's just been tight and it's been slowing down and just hasn't been very good for this. You know, I need to get up earlier. I just don't want to. I don't want to get up earlier. I did that for 10 years. I don't want to do it no more. I don't need to, and I don't want to. You know, it comes a point where in everybody's life where they don't have to, you know. I don't mind getting into a different time zone and then trading. It's not a problem. But I'm not going to wake up super early in the morning to trade. Forget about it. I did it for 10 years. I put in my time. I put in 12 hours a day trading. For 10 years. And I'm not going to do it no more. That's how I discovered the code. Okay, so I'm going to come back and we'll take the 1 trade per day strategy. You can see that my exit was right up here, just a few ticks higher. And look what it did, it dropped out. Now we got a code 1 short entry off of it. I just didn't take it. But that is why I got out, though. I got out because it gave a code 1 short. And it just, you know, I was like, well, I better just take the profit that I've got and letting it, instead of letting it hit break even. And that's what I did. Gave up on the trade and got out off the code. But I should have went short, obviously. I didn't know it was going to drop out. But at least it's picking up. That's good. That's good. Always want to see oil moving. As long as it's moving, you can make money from it. Just figure out the code and take entries. As long as it's moving. It's when it dies or goes into a tight range, it sucks. But if it's moving, it's a money maker. Man, nothing but make money on this thing. Okay, I'm going to come back. We'll take the 1 trade per day strategy. Yesterday it was a loser, but it's been doing really super good. So we'll take it again today and see what we can do. Okay, I've just taken another short position here. Looks like it's going to drop. I'm going to put a break-even stop on it. Watching the code. Be right back. Okay, I just needed it to drop down below here one time, below the 92. And I'm going to put a break-even stop on it. Taking a look at the code. Yep, we've got code 1, short entry, all over it. Should drop here. Going to prepare a break-even stop. I'll be right back. Okay, I was just going to place a break-even stop and then start the video, and before I even had a chance to do it, either one, it just dropped really quick and hit my exit. So that was another 20 ticks just there, using another code 1 entry. Okay, listen, I have got to get going. I can't stay for the 1 trade per day. I've got an appointment to make today. Didn't realize that today is, hold on a second. I don't even know what day it is. Stand by. Okay, I'm wrong. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I don't have an appointment today. I have an appointment tomorrow. So I will be back then for the 1 trade per day strategy. We'll go ahead and take it. As a general rule, though, you know, if you see that the strategy isn't working, go with the pattern. Don't take it. If you see that it is working, take it. Yesterday it didn't work. What was yesterday? But I think the day before they did. So let me go back and take a look, and I'll come back. Yeah, the 1 trade per day worked on Monday, and I remember taking that one. I took that trade, and then yesterday, which is Tuesday, it didn't work. Lost that one for 20 ticks. And then today is Wednesday, and then we'll take it today. So as long as, like, for instance, okay, let me give you a scenario though. Let's say it lost Monday and Tuesday, both days it lost. Let's just say it. If that happened, should you take it on Wednesday? No, back off. It could even have like a losing week, maybe even. It's possible. But when it wins, it'll keep winning. Why it lost yesterday, you know, I don't really know. Here's one thing about yesterday though. It took a long time for it to generate an entry. That doesn't usually happen. It probably on those, it's probably best to just let them pass, let them go, and don't take them, because 95% of the time it's going to, you know, come relatively quickly. So I'm going to be back for the 1 trade per day. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see how it sets up. If it creates too much of a range, then I just won't take it. But if it looks halfway decently good, I'll go ahead and take it. Should be good for 20 more ticks. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, unfortunately, I do have to leave right now, so I don't have time to wait. It could take a while before we could get entry. That would maybe be like another hour or so, so I can't wait that long, unfortunately, today. And tomorrow I'm going to be the same way, because I've got to make an appointment at this time tomorrow. So, but what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to update you on whether or not it works today, because you need to keep track of that every day. You should keep track of that, whether it works or whether it doesn't. And not just that, but how much does it work for? 20, 50, 100? I mean, every day you should track it. You don't want to go for 20 if it's good for 50 every day, right? Every day it needs to be tracked. So I will come back, or at least I'll show you tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I should keep a record of it somewhere, because I can't take it every day, but it's important to show what the accuracy level of is the trade. There's nothing subjective about it. It's 100% mathematical, so everybody's going to take the exact same trade. Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody's going to take the exact same trade. The entry might be a little bit different, but you know, it depends if you're going to use a halfback technique or whatever. But mathematically, it's all the exact same trade. So, it's good to keep track of whether it works or not and how much it's good for. So I'll come back and tell you what the trade was good for. But right now, I got to bolt. I got to get out of here. Got to go somewhere. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more trading, and I might hit some code 1s. I might catch a code 2 tomorrow. We'll see. Just to see what I've got time for. You know, that's one thing nice about trading, though, about the code, is that I can pretty much do anything I want based upon when I want to come in to the market. I have a whole arsenal to use with the code. A whole entire arsenal. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow to do some more trading. Happy trading out there, traders. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care. Okay, I have taken another short position here. And let's see what it does. Got a code 1 to go short. This possibly could be a setup for the code 2 trade. Let's see how it acts. If it drops down good here, we'll have a good idea we got it. I need to take a look at something. I'll be right back. Well, I should be able to go for like 38 ticks right here, technically. Assuming, of course, that the code 2 does get activated. So far, there's not a code 2 trade. Not yet. What I'm doing is taking a code 1 entry to see if this is going to turn into a code 2 trade or not. If it is, then I'll have a great entry. If it is, then I could technically go for 38 ticks. Now, but what I'm going to do, instead of doing that though, is I'm going to go with the really high math. Really high. Keep it high every single day, and I'm just going to take the 20. The problem with that is that the 20 takes me technically on a break or an activation of the code 2. So right where we get in will be where, or we get out would be right where the code 2 to get in. So it's kind of, but if I wanted to go for it, I could, and have, you know, the math is still pretty good on that. Assuming that it all takes place in the future as we go forward. You know, that there's no guarantee of that. But you know what? Again, mathematics do not lie. And I'm just going to keep it high and just go for the 20. And every day I can get it, I get it. Every day I can't, I think I can't. Instead of subjective on what you could get or what you can't, just go for the 20. Either makes it or it doesn't. Right? Okay. I'll come back and update you on this trade. When it gets out ahead a little bit, I'm going to put a break-even stop on it. Okay, I just had to exit right there. It just gave what looks to be a long entry. Yeah. It might shoot up here now. It might shoot up here now. It just became too risky right there, so I just jumped out. You can't win them all. But what you can do is you can, you know, if you see it just not looking right, it just not doing what it should be doing, and like if you get what looks to be like a code entry to go the other way, you can just bail out. A lot of times you're going to be wrong. Watch this thing drop out. There it goes. Watch. But if it does, I'll sit there and kick myself, right? Not really. I won't really do that. Only because I've learned that kicking myself just doesn't do any good. At the same time, if it goes up now and I got out, right? And you pat yourself on the back, that doesn't really do any good either. It's best to look at this like a robot, like an android without any emotions. You just look at it mathematically. It just is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just a number, an equation. It's your emotions that get involved that mess everything up completely. Get you in when you shouldn't, get you out when you shouldn't, do everything that you shouldn't, kick yourself every time you do wrong, never pat yourself on the back every time you do right. You just totally mess yourself up. And then if you trade the Forex, oh, well, don't even get me started on that one. Don't even get me started. Here's my suggestion. Don't trade the Forex. Trade oil. So, okay, so that's the best I could do today. That's not bad though. 24. How many ticks is that? 48 ticks today. Not bad, not bad. It's all a matter of ticks. You know, one contract, that's 480. Two contracts, double that. 5 contracts, 5 times that. You know, it's all dependent upon your contracts, obviously, which you're only going to do when you get more experience and get better and better and get more money in your account and the whole bit. But just as easy as it is to make money, it's just as easy to lose money. When you get it going the wrong way, and you're going to lose the exact same amount that you would make. So obviously, it is exceedingly important to have the right system, a system that works properly. True or not true? The code system that I developed, Code 1 and Code 2, is the most powerful system that you can possibly get. I've not lost a trade today. Why? Well, for one thing, I'm not free trading the code. I'm just taking an exact precision level code entry. Just one code. Not a bunch of them. One code. And with that precision level entry, it has allowed me to win every trade and not lose a trade. Either break even, take a small profit, or hit the exit and come out ahead. Come out ahead at the end of the day. Code 2, I don't believe that Code 2 has given an entry. It still has not given an entry. It hasn't given an entry to go long. It hasn't given an entry to go short. It sort of did this yesterday too. Well, actually, it did do this yesterday, and it took a long time for it to finally give an entry. And it appears to be doing the same thing again today. So I'm going to call it quits here. I'm not going to wait for this thing to give an entry. And yesterday the entry didn't work anyway. It was a loss for 20 ticks. So it doesn't look, this one trade per day right now as of yesterday and today, not looking so good. You know, and give it another half hour. If it didn't give an entry, I wouldn't bother with it. Wouldn't even bother. And I think that's probably what it's going to do. It just seems to be right now. It's just the way it's going. It's the way it's running. It'll change though. I promise you it'll change. And it'll go right back to being really super good again, just like it was. But if you can learn how to recognize this, see the pattern, okay, and then say, okay, I see the pattern. It's just not good right now. Just back off of it. You don't need to keep pushing it. Just back off. Then as soon as you see the pattern is good again, go back in. It's real easy. Just get good at doing that. If you can get good at doing that, you can't lose at this. I mean, you know. Well, of course you can always lose, but what I'm saying is that that's the secret to it all, really. That's the secret. That's how I do it. That's how you should do it. You see my success. I bet you this thing's gonna go give a long entry. Yep. I bet you it will. It'll give a long entry. I thought it was, first I thought it was going to give a long entry, then I thought it was going to give a short entry, now I'm back to a long entry again. But I think that'll probably be the final one, that long entry. Or it might not even give an entry, just like yesterday. Anyway, I'm going to end the day today. Hope you traders out there are doing really well using the code. I know many of you are emailing me and telling me that you are. I appreciate the feedback. And I will be back tomorrow to take more trades. I can't take the one trade per day tomorrow. I've got an appointment to make. But I should be able to take some Code 1 entries just like I did today. By the way, today is all Code 1. I didn't do any Code 2 today. Just Code 1. Taking the real code. Just easily found it and then took it. Some days it's real easy to find. Some days it's not so easy to find. Today was pretty easy. And so I took it and used it. But not every day is so easy like that. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Happy trading out there, traders. Take care.